So the next thing to talk about that's been kind of lingering in the background for like quite a while now is the YNW Melly trial. Now, as you all know, YNW Melly recently went through a mistrial with his case. He was in the process of getting his whole situation ironed out, but man, trial didn't go to plan. They're now trying to do a retrial. But it's all looking a bit crazy. It's all looking a bit crazy. So from what I understand, Melly was hit with some witness tampering charges not too long ago. Okay, so I was already excited for this trial to start. I'm cooking up a big video on it, but at the same time, you know what I'm saying, got to wait for a little bit more info to come out. You know what I mean? Everybody's recycling the same old info about Melly. Every week, it's just a recycled video on the same stuff. Everyone's done a video on it. I don't care. I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to have stuff that nobody else has. But there's no point doing it until I've at least got like a coherent verdict and a story, an actual thing to work from here. But anyway, the latest update in this story is a little bit crazy. So the judge has actually yanked the lead prosecutor in YNW Melly trial off of the case for apparently withholding information. So let's take a little closer look at this. So the lead prosecutor in the YNW Melly double murdery trial has been removed after the rapper's defense attorney accused her of withholding information that the lead investigator had previously been accused of asking a deputy to lie. That's not a good look, really. So the Broward County State Assistant Attorney Christine Bradley has been removed from the high-profile case. And jury selection in the retrial of the 24-year-old rapper Jamel Demons was set to start this week. But a decision hasn't yet been made on who is going to replace the assistant state attorney, Bradley. So that decision could come on Tuesday, which is tomorrow to when I'm recording this, but everything's been a little bit of a mess. So Melly's lawyers actually asked the judge to remove her from the case, and they were successful. Like, this actually, really, when you lay into it, this is a big W for Melly. The fact that he's managed to get this done, it's pretty incredible. So, as previously reported by Law and Crime, Assistant State Attorney Michelle Boutros testified during an October the 6th pretrial hearing that she was in a conference room with the lead detective in the case, Miramar Police Department Detective Mark Moretti and Jamie King, which is Melly's mother, where Moretti reportedly wanted to seize King's phone as part of the investigation into witness tampering, which, as we know, has now resulted in a little bit of a problem for Melly. Now, at the time, Moretti wasn't in his jurisdiction, but he still took the phone away from Melly's mum anyway. Now, Boutros testified she overheard Moretti ask Broward County Deputy Adam Gorel to lie about being in the room when he served the search warrant. So the woman actually testified, "It's like I'm in the twilight zone, like this can't really be happening. It was just an awkward moment after Moretti said that. I vividly remember what he said." So prosecutors would allegedly say that the exchange between them was a joke and irrelevant to the trial, and suggested that actually the wording of what had been said was jumbled. Who knows, man? It sounds like some shady stuff's been going on. You know, you can't be snatching phones off of people. You're not even in the right jurisdiction. And that's really going to invalidate a lot of evidence. So they're not really doing themselves any favors with this. And trying to lie to cover your tracks ain't really helping the situation. So that one's a little bit crazy. But I'm just going to read a bit more about the witness tampering charges. So Melly was actually charged with witness tampering just a few days ago. That was just on October the 5th, 2023. So it was just over a week ago now that Melly was hit with an additional charge of witness tampering. So he actually had an accomplice in the case, which is YNW Bortland, who was also charged with the witness tampering. So they've both been charged. They're seemingly working together to actually try and tamper with the witnesses in the case. So according to this, the both of them were actually accused of using an inmate called Terrence Mathis to communicate on the phone with Melly's ex-girlfriend Mariah Hamilton and her mother Felicia Holmes to try and convince them not to testify in the case. Now, Felicia Holmes' name was mentioned a lot in the original trial, and I'm saying these are all very contentious witnesses that are allegedly being tampered with. So The affidavit revealed that Borton and Mathis actually had 60 different phone calls between March and August of this year, during which they used coded language to hide their intentions. Now, Melly's phone privileges have been restricted for much of the year, and Melly's actually been on a 23 hours to 1 hour lockdown inside the jail, which is pretty crazy. You know, he's in a difficult situation. I'm a huge fan of Melly's music. I'm kind of a huge fan of like the artistry behind his music. I think he was really one of the most promising and exciting artists to kind of come out of the rap scene at that time. And, you know, it really kind of broke my heart to see, you know, the deaths of his two close friends and then him be charged with the crime. You know, it was unthinkable. Anybody that followed Melly's career in the early days, like, these were his boys. You know, if you've seen the Melly documentary that he made, you know, the close relationship with them, it's crazy. But, you know, as time's gone on, as the first trial has taken place and a lot of information has come out, you know, they've painted a real dark picture of kind of the friendship gone wrong between Melly and Sack Chaser, with Sack Chaser sort of seeing himself as the CEO of YNW, the Young World label that was started by them. And, you know, it seems like maybe a difference in opinion and maybe more growth than they were anticipating actually led to friction between the two, which maybe led to the murder happening. You know, we don't know at this stage. I got to say, the YNW Melly case is one of the most exciting stories developing in hip-hop, to be honest with you. You know, I'm not trying to belittle the reality of what's happened here, but Melly was one of the most exciting and talented artists to come up. He came up so fast in the rap game in like 2018, 2019. He was doing a song with Kanye West. He was like next up. And then suddenly his two best friends are dead. And, you know, he's allegedly the trigger man. And they're trying to allegedly cover it up by driving the dead body to the hospital and shooting into the car and telling a bunch of lies. It's absolutely crazy. It's one of the craziest true crime stories, full stop, without even the hip-hop element and the fact that he was a talented artist behind it. So I'm itching for updates on the Melly case. I can't wait to find out what's going to happen. And hopefully we're going to see in a few months. And I'll be putting together a video as soon as we've got that verdict. So stay tuned for that.